questions for the players, and then questions for Coach Miller.
First, I want to give credit to Xavier. And I want to give credit to Coach Miller. They were very well prepared. They coming off of a tough stretch in terms of results, and they really responded and played really good basketball tonight. So first off, the credit goes to them. I thought Oliveri was incredible behind the line. I mean, he goes 6 for 8. He has 27. We obviously were watching when we went off in the last game, so we were aware of it on the scouting report. We did not do a very good job defending him. McKnight going 2 for 4 from 3, that hurt us quite a bit because I think he made 2 on the year coming into the game. So we had him as a driver, and we were playing off of him, going under him a little bit. And he made 2 of them, and they were both pretty big shots. So, credit to that kid. 39 minutes, wow, that's pretty impressive. And those 2 shots from behind the line were really impactful. Gosh, it was they were pretty good. That said, I really like my team. We haven't been in an environment like this this year. We're going to be in plenty of them in the Big 12, but we haven't been tested like this yet. And at times we didn't handle it really well. I thought we competed. I thought we played with great passion. I'm proud of that. That's part of putting on the jersey, so it's to be expected. But they did do that. But we got uncharacteristic at times. Some silly fouls that put us not only in foul trouble, but put them on the line. Some shots and some things that we haven't been taking in practice or in games just because of probably the environment in the moment. And sometimes you can want it too bad. I can tell you as a coach, we want to win. It's been so damn long since Cincinnati won over here, and I feel it, and we want it, and our team wants it, and these guys on our roster that's been here for multiple years, they want it, and maybe we want it too bad type of thing. But you look down at our performances. I thought John Newman played one of his best games as a Bearcat. He was phenomenal, and he had Claude for most of the game, who I think is a terrific player, and I thought he did a heck of a job there. I wish I could have had him guard Claude and Oliveri, but somebody else on our team is going to have to be able to step up and defend the wing. But I thought John was unbelievable. I thought Dede and Jizzle were both great, but Jizzle Dede gets himself in foul trouble, and that really hurt us because I thought he presented some problems kind of getting downhill. Both teams were really getting out and running in transition. I thought we had some good moments there. I thought they had some good moments there, and we want to play that way. I thought early on we were slow to the ball. They got us on the glass, and I thought we kind of responded a little bit. I certainly liked us coming out of halftime, but it's going to be. I said this to the guys in the locker room. It's going to be hard. I mean, C.J. Frederick, Dan Skillings, and Simas Lukosius. It's going to be hard to win if they shoot it like that. And they're all 3. We believe in them. Everybody's going to have nights, but to have all 3 of them. And I thought we had some really good looks in the first. We sat there in the locker room, and we weren't pleased with how we played at halftime. But you're going to 3 of those wide open threes go in. You're probably feeling a little different. So we need those guys to shoot a little better. But all that said, some good stuff. I really like my team. I think we got a chance to be really good. We'll learn from this. But some silly stuff too. But always hats off to Xavier and Sean did a heck of a job getting his team prepared for us.
Questions for John and Jizzle.
John, it's your last shootout. You didn't get to play last year. You had a pretty good one in your first season. It's not the end of the world, but are you disappointed? How disappointed? How was the game?
Yeah, it's definitely disappointing. You do all the work, and I believe we were prepared to win. I think our coaches did a good job of preparing us. We talked about this in the locker room, but one thing I'm gonna do is go home and just think about what I could have did better. I think I got to be better down the stretch, like more focused, and kind of like he said, sometimes you want it too much, or you're just like lost in the moment. But I'd say from my perspective, I just know what I have to do. I know I have to be better, and I know as a team we'll get better. We got great guys, great group. We want to be great, so we're gonna do everything that it takes. But I'm gonna take my part in the blame and just say I have to be better going forward.
John, how frustrating is it when it just seems like the shots aren't falling and then you have to try to make adjustments? And then what of the most important adjustments do you try to make during a game like that?
Yeah, I mean, it's frustrating, but it's a part of sports. You know, things aren't always going to go your way. You just have to, trust in your coaches, trust in the game plan, be able to adjust. I think we did a good job at adjusting down the stretch. Things that, the changes that we made, I feel like were good changes. And, as far as them hitting shots and executing, they played like Coach West said, they played a great game. But we just kind of got to go back to the drawing board and look at ourselves in the mirror and see what we can do better as individuals. And I think that'll flow over to us being the collective of the team.
Ryan and Marshall.
Jizzle over here. 19 points today. How does an environment and playing like this in this type of atmosphere help with your continued progression and growth as the season wears on?
It just shows like I can play in these type of games, but ultimately, I just at the end of the day, I still want to get the win. So I'm still like not as high on that. So it's all about really getting the win and like doing whatever the team needs me to do. So I don't really think about how much points I'm getting or something. I just play the game, and if my opportunity comes, it comes. And it came tonight, and I was able to make some plays, but we didn't get the job done. So it's still like more work to do. There's ways to go.
Jizzle, kind of bouncing off of that, being a freshman coming into this game and being able to excel early on, what was it that made you prepare to be able to play to your highest potential game in an environment like this?
Just seeing the situation, our starting point guard Dede, he got in early foul trouble, so I know I have to step up. That's where I had to just be a player, just trust the system. But it's just whatever the team needs me to do, and that's why I feel like that's what I did tonight. But we didn't get the job done, so I know it's just like we just gotta keep going, keep working, and just learn from this.
John, you finished with 14 points there in the second half. What were the adjustments that were made there in the second half to get you guys going? Obviously, they had 17 in the second half as well. Just talk about the second half adjustments for you guys there to get you guys going.
I don't necessarily think it's an adjustment. I think it's just as Coach West allowed us to be aggressive and, lets us play through a lot of mistakes. So they frees us up to just play our game and be aggressive. I think that's all that was. We didn't really do anything different. Our message, like going into this game, we wanted to do what we do. And you obviously have to make changes and adjustments as the game goes on, but we wanted to do what we do. And, Coach West always says just play free, be aggressive, don't be afraid to make mistakes. So that I just credit it to that. We didn't really necessarily drop anything differently or think any different way.
Wes, Seamoss goes 1 for 9 in the first half and doesn't take a shot in the second half. Were they forcing the offense through him? Was that kind of the game plan going in? What was kind of the big reason for the struggles early on in that first half?
Not being rude, what do you mean forcing the offense through? Like,
Just was the game plan to have Seamoss initiate the offense and take that many shots in the first half?
I mean, no, I think we play pretty free, right? We run, we share it, we go side to side. Seamoss is a guy we think's really good in action, so he's going to be in lots of ball screens and dribble handoffs like other guys. So, and then we really believe in him being able to shoot the basketball. He's proven at the highest level there. So he just had his opportunities. It wasn't his night, right? The hard thing, and that's going to happen. I mean, you're going to have guys that have bad nights. I was really frustrated. The biggest frustration I have with Seamoss is, we got an out-of-bounds situation. Their most used out-of-bounds play is a box play where they bring Oliveri off of a stagger. And we got an out-of-bounds situation, and I'm telling him it's coming. We scouted the hell out of it. He's looking at me, nodding his head, and he lets Oliveri just come right off the stagger screen that he knows is coming and get separation for a three. That was my most frustrating play with Seamoss. The 1 for 9 bad shooting nights, they happen in college basketball. The problem is you have that with Dan and C.J. Frederick at the same time, and it's the combination. We need those three guys to be players, and they're all capable, and they all kind of had a night like that tonight. But hey, listen, give Xavier credit. Man, they played with energy. They really made it difficult for C.J. We're trying to do more to get him involved offensively. They were on top of him. not basically top blocking into everything. And we made a little adjustment out of a timeout and ran a play for him to screen and got Odie a dunk. But we need to have more stuff to take advantage of people guarding him like that. And as John said, as a coach, I'm going to look in the mirror, and I got a lot of things I got to improve on. And if everybody in our locker room takes that kind of approach and attitude, then we'll learn from this and get better. But guys are going to have nights. I'm not worried about that. But we can't have errors with focus and effort.
We'll dismiss the players and take a few more questions for Coach. You guys can do.
Coach, the primary thing that's, gonna be said outside of the building among the fan bases, right here, sorry, is that this is the 5th straight time that Xavier's won in this rivalry. Do you feel any of that weight building, or do you just see this as a one game type of thing that you didn't get the best of them?
It's a rivalry game, it's local, 0-2 coming into it, as I'm coaching here. Like, yeah, you wanna win it. That's not rocket science. Some people, times you go to coach speak. Heck yeah, you wanna win it. Does it mean that it turns into something that it's not? No. You wanna win a game. You're 0-2 in it, you wanna win it. We will win one. We will. It'll happen. But because you lose it, are you gonna sit there and go down in the dumps or feel some external pressure no, that's not how it works. Whether we won tonight or not, we're gonna wake our butts up tomorrow, and we're gonna work hard and get better. And we're gonna have a lot of big games this year. And I'm not doing the comparison thing, but Xavier probably feels pretty damn good tonight. I bet they didn't feel good the last couple of nights they played, right? That's college basketball. But they had a tough stretch. They've learned from it. They played great tonight. They get a win in a big environment. It's going to be the same for everybody in college. But the last time I checked, it was 1976 that somebody went undefeated. You're going to take it on the chin. You're going to take it on the chin. It's big time. There's parity. Everybody can coach. Great players. I hate that we took it on the chin tonight. But no, we're going to wake up tomorrow and get ready to play against Bryant, who's going on the road and won it at Florida Atlantic already this year, who's top 25 in the country. And then we got Dayton on Saturday. It just keeps coming. So do I feel something? No, I feel pressure to prepare for Bryant. That's external pressure. And listen, our fan base is passionate, and they want it badly, and I love that about our fan base. I hope they're pissed that we lost 5 in a row and 3 since I've been. I hope they're pissed. Shoot, I'm pissed with them. But no, there's no external pressure that's not there. We're going to get our butts ready to do it again next year, and we're going to keep coming. That's what we do. We get knocked down, we're going to keep coming. And so no, I don't feel that, but I want it really damn badly, as did our players tonight. But we're going to have a lot of opportunities this year to feel good. And if we learn from this and grow from this and keep working, we'll have some nights against great teams and great environments that we feel good too. We're capable of that. But I like this team, and I think our fan base that's been watching us play for the last couple of years is going to get excited about this team because the way they play, the way they compete, the talent, I think they can see that. The question is, what are we going to do with it? And I think we got a good group of kids in that locker room and high character. But this team's going to be okay. I really believe that.
One more?
Wes, how encouraged were you by outscoring them 50-32 in the paint and coming out at halftime the way you did to get back in the game?
Guys, I'm pissed. There's some things as I walked off the court, I said, the first thing I said was, I like my team a lot. And I'm going to get in the trenches with every team I coach. I like this team. I really do. I like the character of this team. I like the way this team works. I'm sorry to all our fans that we couldn't get over the hump tonight. It's been 20-some years, I think, since Cincinnati won over here. I want to get over the hump there for a lot of reasons, but I like my team a lot. We'll learn from this.